Hey, what's up? I'm gonna try to do a tutorial on Crate, and hopefully I didn't forget anything. It's just gonna be the basics. I'll do a more advanced one later. So the first thing that you need to know when it comes to the Crate mod is that everything is powered by rotation. That fuck. That covers your basic things like your presses, which press ingots into pressed sheets, your drills, which drill things, as you may have guessed, as well as your fans, which push things and have other functionality that I'll cover later. Now, how do you actually get rotation? Well, I'm going to cover one method, which is very useful early game, very simple, and that is water wheels. You craft water wheels with planks and a shaft, which is 2 andesite alloy, which is just andesite and iron or zinc nuggets. Not that difficult. But also, you can make a large water wheel with a water wheel and planks. They have a higher stress capacity, which is something I'll cover in a different video. Or actually, whatever, yeah, I'll cover it later. So water wheel. Basically, all it requires is water running over it, and it turns. Pretty simple. You can also change the appearance of it with, I think, planks. Yep. So that's how you generate stress. And then, let's get into actually conveying it. Because you have your stress at one point, you want to get it to another. So, there's a couple of ways to do that. The first and most simple is shafts. Basically, they just convey it in a straight line. It's pretty simple. Next, we have cogwheels. Cogwheels are just a shaft and a plank. They let you convey your rotation sideways, as well as forward, but I would use shafts. Whenever they go sideways, though, they switch the direction, which is something that might be important later. Large cogwheels. Large cogwheels are able to do that. They can turn 90 degrees. Yeah. Cogwheels can also connect to small cogwheels diagonally, which does speed up the small cogwheel, which may be useful later. Some basic things you are going to want are the wrench and the engineer's goggles. Engineer's goggles, golden sheet, which is made in a press, which I don't remember the recipe for, you can look it up yourself. Wrench, golden sheets, cogwheel stick. What the goggles do is allow you to see information about various Crate mod components. They are always very useful to have, and you can put them in your accessories so you don't have to take up your armor slot, and you can hide them. The wrench lets you do a couple of things. First off, it rotates things clockwise around the face you right click. Also, shift right click, if I was in survival, instantly breaks any block and places it in your inventory. So it's very useful when you're building contraptions. Now, I'm going to show you how to make a very basic wheat farm. Hopefully I remembered everything. If I don't, that sucks. I'm going off of memory here, so what you're going to do is... Fuck, I forgot the bearing. Okay. Basically, you're going to want a water wheel with some water, making it turn. And then you're going to want to cover the rest in dirt. You're going to want to have a couple little spots where water can go up so to actually water the farm. Sorry, I'm... whatever. Boom. You're going to want a mechanical bearing in the middle. Also, another useful thing that I completely forgot to mention A lot of crate mods have this thing where it says hold W to ponder. What that is it is a built-in tutorial for many different blocks. So for instance, this mechanical bearing lets you rotate any blocks that are attached to it with rotation. Quickly, we're going to want to modify our bearing. We're going to want to, oh, it's upside down. Here's a good use for the wrench. We want to make it only place when anchored is destroyed. And then we're going to use radial chassis, which connect to other radial chassis without glue. We're going to take these, extend it out 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's all. And then just fill in the rest with the dirt. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then fill in the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I set this up wrong, but I don't really remember. I think it's... Here, let me see. What you can do is right-click the bearing. It'll start rotating. Yeah, so these aren't going to be hit. Okay, yeah, those are shit. So, it is 3 blocks diagonally, and then everything else is 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, this is a very bad tutorial, but 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to bother filling this in. You can if you want. You can also add these. But now, time for the actual mechanics of it. What we're going to want to do is, as you can see, it is rotating clockwise for us. So we're going to take these mechanical harvesters and attach them to this end so that when it is running, the mechanical harvester starts spinning and going around. Now, we're also going to want to place down a chest on it. Boom, which should rotate with it if I am correct. I'm not. Fuck. Well, shit. Well, we're going to make ourselves a glue, which requires slime ball, sheet, whatever. I'm just gonna do that, which now makes it motherfucker. For some reason it's attached to bedrock. I don't know why that is. Yeah, nope. Okay. What the hell? Okay, there we go. Now it should work. Yeah, okay. We're also going to want to get a portable storage interface, which lets us interact with our little farm. You want to place one like this. That is crap. You can look it up yourself. One block apart. You're going to want to get yourself a shaft coming out of your portable storage interface. Connect these with a belt, which transmit items with rotation, made with dried kelp. You want to get yourself a funnel, which takes items out of the inventory. And you're going to want to get another funnel, which put items in. You're also going to want to hook this up to rotation. You can use another water wheel for that, though I'm going to use creative motor just because it is easiest. And you want to make sure it is rotating this direction into this chest. Now, that's pretty much it. I'm probably actually going to have to use a glue on this with a storage interface like so. And now I can right click it and it'll start spinning. We get ourselves a hoe and then some seeds. And we can go ahead and just hoe everything. And then plant some seeds. And then, as those grow, here, slash tick, speed, or how do I, tick rate, let's go like 600. Okay, that looks goofy. You can't see what's going on. So, as this goes, okay, let me also speed up the crops. Actually, as the crops grow, it will harvest the fully grown ones, replant them, those will go into this chest, and then it will transfer into this chest. So, if it would speed up, that'd be cool. So we have a fully grown one here. I'll harvest it, puts it into here. The seeds and the wheat go out of here and into here. So that is your basic wheat farm. There is ways to do more with this. Maybe I'll show in another video, but I'm not very good at tutorials, so probably not. So, bye-bye.